Greetings, wrestling fans. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Smackdown this week. We are only a few weeks away from the end of the year, and personally I am very excited to be closing out the year of 2022. It's been a weird 2022, I will say. 2022 has been a crazy year. 2022 has been an absolute crazy year. Vince McMahon retiring from wrestling. Just so much craziness happening in the year of 2022. And now we've got John Cena returning for the final Smackdown of the new year to team with Kevin Owens to take on Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. But I will talk more about that when we get to it. We started off the show with women's tag team action as Liv Morgan and Tegan Nox took on Damage Control, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky, with Bayley at ringside. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Tegan Nox, but hey, you know, she's actually pretty alright. She's alright. I'm not her biggest fan, but hey, she's hanging in pretty well. And another thing I want to mention here in this match, the highlight of this match was Liv Morgan doing like a suicide dive over the top rope and doing like a sunset flip bomb to Dakota Kai on the floor. If there's one thing I will give Dakota Kai, she will take those vicious and violent and nasty bumps. I will give Dakota that. She is freaking crazy when it comes to taking vile and nasty bumps. She is absolutely insane. She's absolutely insane when it comes to taking nasty bumps. And for those that say Liv Morgan can't, and I know so many people say Liv Morgan can't wrestle, well, Liv Morgan would have silenced all of you. If Liv Morgan can't wrestle, she wouldn't have been able to jump over the top, over the ropes, and then do a sunset flip bomb on the outside. That is very impressive. Unlike Top Dollar when he tried to do the same thing in his match, which was embarrassing. But in the end, some weird hooded person who ended up being revealed as Xia Li, we didn't see it on TV. It was actually revealed in a backstage segment. It was revealed in a backstage segment that Xia Li was the person that attacked Tegan Nox, because some hooded person attacked Tegan. And everybody started speculating that it was Chelsea Green, Deonna Purrazzo, you know, so many people were speculating on who it could have been, but it ended up being the biggest disappointment, and that is being Xia Li. We may be in the Triple H regime, but he's still, but it doesn't matter if it's the Vince McMahon regime or the Triple H regime. There will be times Triple H will disappoint us with these surprises. Then we get an LA Knight segment with Bray Wyatt. I mean, don't get me wrong, these segments are great and all, but I just want to see Bray Wyatt actually start wrestling. But here we saw the reveal of Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy was seen on TV for the very first time. Oh, there's been a lot of speculation on who Uncle Howdy is. You know, I've heard Bo Dallas. I've heard some people say Bo Dallas because, you know, he's Bray Wyatt's real-life brother. And people have also thrown around these two names from Ring of Honor. I've never even heard of them. I mean, go figure. Patrick Valentine doesn't know anyone from Ring of Honor. Go figure. Apparently Vincent and Dutch. Some people that watch all kinds of wrestling would know who they are. But, that's who people are saying it could be, these two guys from Ring of Honor, because people have said that they've been trying out for WWE. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see who it ends up being. I'm still got my money on Bo Dallas. I mean, I don't really want to see Bo Dallas back in WWE, to be completely honest, but, you know, it makes sense if it ends up being him. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll just have to wait and see as the weeks go on. And even until Uncle Howdy gets his own Wikipedia page, we'll know for sure. Because Wikipedia has all the answers. Yes, it's not the most reliable source, but at least it's reliable when it comes to WWE. Anyway, next we get Match of the Night. The match that really sold this show for me. That was Gunther versus Ricochet. Gunther versus Ricochet was a great match. A lot happened in this match, and it was very good. It got to the point where it even looked like Ricochet actually had a legitimate chance to actually defeat Gunther. This is what I like it. This is why I like these kinds of matches. These kinds of matches are perfect. Because you feel Gunther would destroy Ricochet. But Ricochet would be the ultimate underdog and try to come back. If there's one person that I feel has succeeded the most ever since Triple H has taken over, that is Ricochet. Because we all know Vince McMahon saw nothing in Ricochet. We know Vince didn't see much in him. He was just nothing more than a flippy-floppy guy that just did high-flying moves. But Ricochet, he's definitely gotten so much. He's obviously gotten to the point where it's like really good. He's like really good. Like, we always knew Ricochet was so good. But, you know, this was a great match. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Apparently rumors are going around that Gunther is facing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I just want to point out, I feel Gunther needs the victory over Brock Lesnar, especially if that match happens. If that match happens, I feel like Gunther needs to win that, because he needs a win to make him look like a legitimate threat. A victory over Brock Lesnar would do wonders for the career of Gunther, because he's going to be, because you know, it's good for him. Because you know, we're in the Triple H regime. If this was Vince McMahon would have had Brock Lesnar go over. I feel if Triple H is a smart man, he would have Brock Lesnar put over Gunther clean. But anyway, this matchup was very good, but then in the end, Gunther got the win with the last symphony for the victory. Imperium were about to do more damage, but then Braun Strowman came down to the ring to pretty much aid him. There have been a couple of segments involving the Bloodline. Jimmy Uso is questioning Jey Uso, telling him that you're setting up Sami Zayn for disappointment, but Jey Uso thinks it's alright. People were telling me that this whole segment was going to lead to new tag team titles. I didn't see any new tag team titles. Roman Reigns then also suggested a tag team match with him and Sami Zayn taking on Kevin Owens and a mystery partner. And I feel that'll be the night where Sami Zayn gets booted out of the Bloodline. So then we get to Hit Row versus Legado del Fantasma versus Viking Raiders in a triple threat match. They did add something to this match, and that was a #1 contendership. Well, good. At least they're actually giving a new team to go, I guess. Top Dollar got the highlight of the night with the biggest botch of his life. He tried to do a suicide dive over the top rope and failed miserably. Hit Row suck! Seriously, Top Dollar. Leave that stuff to Ashante Theodonis. Leave that stuff to him. Seriously, when you've got a tag team who has a high flyer and a powerhouse, the high flying stuff should be left to the high flyer. I just hate when, like, I understand wrestlers trying to go out of their element is exciting, but Top Dollar failed miserably. He failed miserably. He didn't even clear the rope. He didn't clear the rope. He completely failed. A complete, utter botch. This is why, like, I understand you wanted to try and get out of your element, but this is why I feel wrestlers need to more work on continue to do their stuff on their strengths. Top Dollar is a powerhouse. He should stick to powerhouse moves, while Ashante Theodonis should be doing the aerial high-flying stuff. He should be the one diving over the ropes on the people, not Top Dollar. I'm just saying, can you picture Braun Strowman doing the suicide dive? No. Because he's too big for that stuff. He's too big for that stuff. You don't have, you just do not have big guys do that kind of stuff. The main event was the Bloodline, and Sami Zayn was definitely left disappointed because Jey Uso hyped it up thinking it was going to be a big night for him, that he was finally going to be no longer become the honorary Uso, he was going to be announced as a full-blown Uso. And that never happened. That never ended up happening. John Cena, a wild John Cena appeared on the Titantron, and then he announces that he is Kevin Owens' tag team partner for the December 30th episode of Smackdown, the final Smackdown of 2022. Honestly, they announced John Cena. We already knew that John Cena was going to be on the final episode of Smackdown of this year. We kind of already knew. So, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I knew he was going to have a match. We just knew he was going to be there. We knew he was going to be there, but we didn't know what he was going to do. But most of us possibly believed he was going to be talking. You know, we mainly thought he was just going to be cutting a promo. But my prediction is this. Kevin Owens and John Cena win. Sami Zayn is going to be the one that takes the pin, because Roman Reigns ain't taking the pin. Roman Reigns ain't going to be taking any pins. The only time Roman Reigns will be taking the pin is when he finally loses the Undisputed Championship. That's when Roman Reigns will finally take a pin. Sami Zayn is going to get pinned. I believe it will possibly be by Kevin Owens. This is just my prediction. This is just my prediction and my opinion. My opinion is Sami Zayn is going to get pinned. He's going to get pinned either by Kevin or by John. And Roman Reigns is going to get very, very upset at Sami. And Roman Reigns finally does the thing that we've all been expecting from the very beginning. He beats up Sami Zayn, he rips off his honorary Uso shirt, and he kicks him out of the Bloodline full time. He will be permanently removed from the Bloodline, and then Sami Zayn will finally turn into the beloved babyface that everybody has been waiting for him to be for ages. I've been saying the entire time, this entire storyline is leading to Sami Zayn's face turn. But people continued to not listen to me. People continued to say I was wrong. People continued to say, oh, Roman Reigns isn't going to boot him out. Roman Reigns is just going to forgive him because he likes him. And all that stuff. Well, in 2 weeks, you're going to see Roman Reigns turn on Sami Zayn. Mark my words. Mark my words. And if I'm wrong, I will be stunned. I will be stunned if I'm wrong. I don't think I'll be wrong, but I'll be shocked if Roman does not turn on Sami Zayn on the final episode of Smackdown by the end of the year. That's my prediction. Roman will turn on Sami Zayn on the final Smackdown of the new year. So that is my review, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Give me your thoughts down below, and I will see you all next time. Oh, this stupid phone.